I don't think that there is any strict formula for how often we'll do personal stories with the actors. Typically, it's born out of the story that you're doing.
Sometimes we will engineer a story, an A story, and we will sometimes reverse engineer a character story from it. Or sometimes we'll come into an episode being tasked with, beforehand, a personal story that we need to tackle, like Memoriam, which was obviously a Matthew personal story, and that was actually the opposite situation, where our A story, we knew we had to deal with a Matthew personal story, we knew what the bones of that story were, and then we reverse engineered kind of the nuances of the story from that.
We start investigating a case that triggers something in Reed's memory. He can't tell if it's his overactive mind or what, but it concerns him because for the first time ever, a guy that has a pretty good memory can't remember certain facts about his life. He just has sort of vague impressions of what happened. My dream, the dead boy. I've been having different versions of it since I was a little kid. The case also takes place in his hometown of Las Vegas. So yeah, it's a whole fun family episode. It's like Thanksgiving with the Reeds. I bet they're good at Jeopardy, those guys.
I like this idea of trying to solve a crime and we don't even know if the crime existed. There's this thing that happened when he was 4, and I really feel like the onset of concrete memory starts around 4. So you could play with the idea of, was this a story someone told? Was this real? Is this dreams I had? In and around right in that time. And I thought it was a good opportunity to bring his mother in.
Try to remember, Mom.
I can't.
You were there. You watched Dad burn the bloody clothes.
You had a dream. Diana makes the decision in this episode to go off of her medicine so that she can remember the incidences of his childhood and what happened. It was something really horrible happened and she's been keeping it at bay. So she goes off her medication, which causes tremors and panic, but there's a moment of clarity that she's looking for.
Riley. Riley was real. Oh, poor Riley.
Jane Lynch was terrific with it, and it really depends mostly on the performance of the actor, because you can do all the research and write all the appropriate, kind of emotional twists and turns, but it really was left up to the actor on that day. She pulled it off beautifully.
All right, Diana. I'm just going to give you something to relax.
Like Reed, Diana is brilliant and has a sharp mind. And one of the things we discussed in the beginning was Spencer's fears that he'll become me, where you just give up and, end up in an institution.
What did you say?
It could have been you.
Mind if I play?
Memory often relates to identity. Those are two themes we like to explore. His identity is kind of tied up in this past event that somewhat explains why he chose to go into the business he chose. He could have been a Bill Gates or a Steve Jobs or some big brain, but he went into law enforcement.
You want to know what I really believe? I believe you could have done anything in this world with your life and you chose to do this job.
This part of his memory that blocked explains for us and for him who he is, as a profile, as a person.